What an idiot! What an idiot!
F1 team radios can get quite heated at times.
Calm down.
Today we're gonna take a look at what happens when drivers disobey team orders and arguably prove they were right. Our first case comes from Max Verstappen.
No, it's just unfair.
It's the 2022 Brazilian Grand Prix, and in a season of domination, Red Bull has already secured both championships.
Max Verstappen, two-time world champion. Woo!
We are world champions, thank you so much.
Sergio Perez, meanwhile, is locked in a tight battle for P2 in the Drivers' Championship.
Block off Perez. Perez eventually does find a bit of space.
So of course, Max, being world champion already, is gonna help his teammate out, right? You see, late in the race, Red Bull issues a simple order: let Perez through. Verstappen's initial response? Well, there wasn't one.
Max, if we don't pass Fernando on the exit 12, can we let Checo through, please? Let Checo back through.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Max, let Checo through, please. Max, what happened?
When Max crossed the line, he made it clear.
I told you already last time, you guys don't ask that again to me. Okay? Are we clear about that?
But why did Max refuse? Well, earlier in the season at the Monaco Grand Prix, Max believed Checo deliberately crashed in Q3, preventing Max from getting a final push lap, leaving him starting in P4 for the race, a race that was ultimately won by Checo.
Checo, you have won Monaco. Unbelievable drive. What a brilliant, brilliant drive.
While some drivers defy team orders to protect dominance, others do it to escape a lifetime of bad luck. Insert Nico Hulkenberg.
Hülkenberg.
Nico Hülkenberg.
For over a decade, Nico Hulkenberg carried one of Formula One's most painful records. More than 200 race starts, and not a single podium. Not because he lacked talent. Timing and machinery just never seemed to be on his side. Hulkenberg entered Formula One with massive expectations, and in his rookie season landed a pole position in Brazil, the first and only pole of his career.
It's amazing, I still can't believe it, that I've done it. What a nice surprise for us on Saturday to be on pole.
2 years later, and back in Brazil, his first podium and potential win looked promising.
Hulkenberg takes the lead.
Unbelievable! For the first time in his Grand Prix career.
And as you guessed, it didn't last.
Becoming the leader of this race. And I wonder, is he just
He's lost the lead, hasn't he?
Yes, not our leader anymore.
But when you think it can't get worse,
Hulkenberg might just go through here. And back up into the lead. No, they've touched! And Hamilton and Hulkenberg come together.
this would be his last opportunity for 13 years.
The Sauber's finding a little bit.
A tough qualifying sees Hulkenberg out in Q1.
Quite frankly, we just didn't have the pace to make it through.
The rain's come.
Yeah, I think the mixed conditions is what we're looking for today. Otherwise, I think it's going to be a bit of a challenging afternoon.
If only Jonathan knew he had a master strategist on his team.
We will box this lap. Nico, box for medium.
No, you sure? I don't know. Stay that.
And from strategy side, we would still like to box for slicks now.
Feels early here.
Nico ignored the call. From inside the cockpit, he could feel it. He stayed out longer when others pitted. He trusted experience over simulation.
Box. I'm going to the box.
Hulkenberg goes through to a podium position.
Podium, P3, baby.
He did it, taking a record-breaking 239 races to do so. Some drivers spend their entire careers for a moment like Silverstone. Others dominate so much that they're willing to gamble a guaranteed win for a single extra point, like Max Verstappen. See, in 2023, Max Verstappen was so dominant, he almost won every race, obliterating records. Most points in a season, most wins, most consecutive wins, most laps led, the list goes on. He was so clear he was just doing side quests, to be honest. Austria, Red Bull's home race, and Max Verstappen is completely untouchable.
Chasing his 5th Grand Prix win in a row.
He's leading by a massive margin. The win is secure, but Max wants 26 points, not 25.
Okay, Max, so if you start to cool the tyres.
I prefer to box. This is silly to do that.
We don't feel the risk of boxing is worthwhile. For reference, the fastest lap is just 400ths faster than your current fastest on the day.
And we're 24 seconds in the lead.
In modern Formula 1 point can decide everything.
It's all over. Hamilton's 7. By my calculations, we win the championship by 1 point.
And if there's a point for the taking, Max wants it. Eventually, Red Bull give in.
Box and pit confirm then, Max. Box, pit confirm.
Max pits on lap 69.
You're teasing me, you naughty naughty.
If anything goes wrong, Leclerc gets a free win, but
Nothing went wrong with the pit stop.
he rejoins comfortably in the lead and does the inevitable.
Max Verstappen wins the Austrian Grand Prix and claims the fastest lap.
In Austria, the risk was strategic, but in Malaysia 2013, the risk was personal. You see, 2013 and the previous 3 years saw Red Bull dominance with Sebastian Vettel establishing himself as the team's top driver, alongside teammate Mark Webber and pilot in his spare time,
Skip it up and down.
who occasionally beat Vettel in a race, but never over a season. It's the Malaysian Grand Prix and Red Bull is dominant. Vettel and Webber are seemingly cruising to a comfortable 1-2 finish. But problems started to arise when Vettel pitted early for dry tires, giving Mark Webber the lead, enabling him to have the first call on strategy, frustrating Vettel.
Mark is too slow. Get him out of the way.
Fearing tire degradation, the Red Bull pit wall ordered them to hold positions and bring the cars home. Webber, car 2, ahead of Vettel, car 1, or in Red Bull terms, multi-2-1.
Come on, Sebastian, you need to give him the space. Hold position. This is silly, Seb, come on.
Yep, that's good to work.
Okay, Mark, he was told. He was told.
But despite clear orders, Vettel made a move that would keep everyone talking.
Sebastian.
I was really scared. All of the penalty was moving, and I had to leave the line.
So in the end, it was a Red Bull 1-2, but with Vettel taking the checkered flag.
Good job, Sebastian. Good job. Looked like you wanted it bad enough. Still, there'll be some explaining to do.
The Red Bull pit wall's usual happy faces were slightly more somber, and Webber,
multi-21, Seb. Yeah, multi-21.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
If there's something to say, we need to talk internally, but for sure, I think we both enjoyed that, of course.
What? In the end, Seb made his own decisions today, and we'll have protection as usual, and that's the way it goes.
After hotheads cooled down, Vettel admitted he was in the wrong.
Yeah, for sure, it's not a victory that I'm very proud of, because it should have been Max.
But a few weeks later, opinions were different.
Bottom line is that I was racing, I was faster, I passed him, I won.